Hi guys, I have a look for you today. As you know, I've been doing a back to school series, and I'm including this one in my series. It's basically kind of a classic daytime look, very easy, very simple. I think this will be great on people with blue and green eyes, but anyone can really wear it, and you can just switch up the colors to what you like, and I'm going to get started. So this look I based on a picture of the figure skater Sasha Cohen. This is one of her more neutral looks. Usually she does more of a smoky eye, but I really like this one. It was just kind of fresh, but still not super natural, you know. You could still tell she was wearing makeup, but it was really pretty. Anyway, I'm going to get started. I've applied my foundation, my powder, and now I'm going to fill in my brows with my Essence Eyebrow Designer in Blonde. And it's interesting because she has pretty defined brows in some pictures, but this particular one, her brows look quite natural, but they're very dark compared to mine, so they're not going to look exactly like hers. It's interesting. I grew up and Sasha Cohen was one of my favorite athletes, but I haven't heard much from her, and then I just kind of saw a picture at my guy friend's house that he had on his wall, and I was like, oh, there's Sasha Cohen. I forgot about her. But I just think she's really beautiful and an amazing figure skater, and surprisingly I haven't seen many of her makeup tutorials or makeup looks inspired by her online, so I've decided I'd do a couple of them. There's one eyebrow done. And with brow pencils, you just want to use light feathery strokes. You don't want to press hard, as I've said before, or you're going to get a very unnatural look. That is, unless you don't have any eyebrows, in which you might want to look for another tutorial that teaches you how to draw on eyebrows if you don't have any. And I know a lot of people are afraid of doing their eyebrows. I don't know why, but actually I do know why, because if you end up not doing it properly, it can look very unnatural. But the key is to choose a pencil that is either a few shades lighter if you have dark hair, or a few shades darker, or a powder. I just use a pencil because my eyebrows are so light, it kind of helps bring them to life. But and using light feathery strokes, and almost like I'm trying to color in each hair separately. I'm not pressing down, and I'm just taking, small tiny strokes. I'm also making the brows a little bit darker on the arch. And as you probably noticed in a few tutorials, my eyebrows are very different from one another. No matter what, I can't really make them look super similar, but that's pretty much the case with all eyebrows. So next, I'm going to get started on the eyes. I'm going to be starting with my Urban Decay, or my Too Faced Shadow Insurance, which is a awesome eye primer. You just need a pea-sized dot, and this really helps your shadows stay. And trust me, I've used 99-cent shadows, and they stay really well with this eyeshadow base, and it also helps give them a little more pigment. And in this look, she's wearing quite a bit of highlighter, and I really like that. I really think it helps bring out your eyes. So I'm using my MAC highlighter in Luna, and you can use any highlighter you want. You can even use a powder as opposed to a cream. And if you have a darker skin tone, of course, go a few shades darker on the highlighter, like a bronze or a gold shade might work. But since I'm so fair, I can definitely pull off the white shades of highlighter, and I'm just getting right in there in that tear duct. And a little on the brow bone. I'm going to be going over this with a powder highlighter, but this is just going to make it stand out a little more, and since this has a little shimmer, it's going to bring out the matte highlight color I'm using. And I'm doing a little bit on my cheekbones. And what I like about this highlighter is you can apply it over top of powders and it doesn't get goopy like some creams do when you apply them over top of powders. So after that, I'm going to be taking this eyeshadow palette, and it's by Clinique. And I got this with a gift with purchase, but I'll tell you what shades I'm going to be using, because I'm going to be, you can get them on their own. I'm going to be applying the highlight shade, which is called Buttermilk, and it's pretty much a matte highlight shade using my MAC 275 brush. And I'm focusing on the brow bone, just bringing this down. Hers appears to be a little bit more lighter than this one, but I don't like to use too many eyeshadow palettes when doing eyeshadow, but if you have fair skin like me, you can go ahead and use more of a shimmery white shade. Next, I'm going to be taking this kind of, looks more taupe, but it appears to be more bronze when I apply it, and it's called Bronze Satin. And I'm just taking a little of that on my brush and packing that on my lid. Next, I'm going to take a fluffy crease brush. This one's by Quo, and it's just called Crease Brush. And Quo has some great brushes, but I don't know if they're available in the U.S. or not. I think they might be exclusively Canadian. So if they are, just any big fluffy crease brush, and I'm just blending that up towards the crease. And she doesn't appear to have much contour or anything. It's just basically the all-over wash of kind of the bronzy brown shade. Now I'm going to be taking a brown liner. This is a super simple, easy look, by the way, so don't expect anything too dramatic here. And this is my MAC Stubborn Brown. Now I'm going to apply a little of this on my lower lashes. Going about 2/3 of the way in, but leaving that inner corner bare. And I'm using my finger to smudge it. I realize the lighting isn't all that great. I thought it was pretty good when I first started recording, but it's not picking up the look very well. Now I'm going to be curling my lashes. And applying my L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara, which is my favorite mascara currently. And I use if you have straight eyelashes like me and need a little curl, try to stick to a waterproof formula, at least when you really want to get that dramatic curl, because it'll help hold your curl. I don't exactly know why, but I heard that from a YouTube guru a few years back, and it actually really worked for me. I'm going to do 2 coats just on the outer part of the eye. After you've got that, she looks like she's wearing just a little bit of peachy, kind of a peachy pink blush. So I'm going to apply this Body Shop blush in 04 onto the apples of my cheeks. And just smile and put it where the apples of your cheeks appear. And she does appear to have a little bit of more highlight than what I have, so I'm going to be taking what I've been using for the mirror. It's the e.l.f. Warm Bronzer, and I'm going to be taking that lightest shade. It's kind of a light gold. I'm applying it on the inner part and a little bit down like this. And you want to be careful with this if you have kind of, like, you want to be careful that if you have a little bit of reddish skin in here, which I do, that you conceal it nicely, or else it'll kind of bring it out, and then just blend that out. Applying a little on the Cupid's bow. And then for the lips, it's very simple. She just appears to have kind of a natural pink tint to her lips. So I'm going to be applying my one of my favorite products, my Liplicious Lip Balm in Citrus Candy. And topping that with a nudish, kind of a darker nude gloss, and this one's a Nude Luster. And this is a finished look. It's very appropriate for school time. Of course I was talking during it, so it took me a little extra time, but it'll probably take you no more than maybe 10 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. Please leave me any comments, any suggestions, leave me what you'd like to see in the future. And thanks for watching this.